on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Yeah. Come on, motherfuckers, come on. Come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Nonsense. You can't visit Salem, Massachusetts without soaking up the local history.
Yeah, like that history of women being burned, tortured, and dunked in water for doing anything a man didn't want them to do. Like talking back, doing something that he found promiscuous that wasn't involving him. Not to mention, you know, those bonfires they have with them. And how, pray tell, does dressing up like a pilgrim let you soak in the culture? Is it disgusting or hilarious, the fact that Stinkfly is essentially putting out a fire by vomiting on it with his eyes? I'm going to go a little bit of both. Ding, ding, ding. Ben Tennyson, he's only 10 years old, but he's already graduated from the Prometheus School of running away from things. Gwen has defeated the God of Death. The Mayan God of Death, to be honest, but still the God of Death. That tiny fist just sent Charmcaster, or I guess Gwen, flying. Who needs magic when you have infinite Tennyson strength?
Hey, Jailbird. Your new home sweet home is going to be juvenile maximum security.
You know what's funny? Both Gwen and Kevin have been to prison, technically. Yeah, that's Charmcaster's body, but it's still Gwen. Oh my god. Actually, all three of them have been in prison, because Ben was imprisoned when he went up against the Air Force when they were investigating Bivalve in Ultimate Alien. Huh.
Don't worry, Gwen. I'll take care of your family and that watch.
She says out loud in a not quiet voice.
Nobody calls me a freak and gets away with it. Nobody. Ow! Ah!
You know, if you're trying to weave them into a position where you can just, you know, steal the watch, you're not doing a very good job of playing the part of Gwen, Charmcaster.
I started it. I'm sorry, Ben. Can you forgive me? Ugh.
This is why I have a hard time trusting people. Because I know that it's so easy to just put on a nice face and bullshit your way through a situation. How did you not feel these rock eggs in your sleeve immediately? Also, I guess this is appropriate, but Happy Easter, everybody! So after seeing that sign, I got curious and decided to look up the price of oysters. And turns out typical distributors sell them for about $30 a bushel, and currently you can get them for about $35 a bushel. And this guy's selling a bushel for $5 to $10. $5 to $10 for oysters is a fucking steal. Like, holy shit.
Sea urchin eggs? What do I look like, Mr. Seafood Gourmet?
Imagine laughing at a kid because they asked a question about something they don't know. Granted, Charmcaster does know, but that's beside the point. But isn't that what seafood vendors do? They catch a thing, and if it's rare or, like, extremely valuable, they then put it up for auction. Like, that's what marlin fishermen do, don't they? Surely sea urchin eggs would fetch you a pretty good price. And I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but it's the orange tongue-looking thing inside the urchin is what everyone's after. Because that's where you get the flavor and all that, you know, like umi sushi and all. And looks like the price for sea urchin by the kilogram is $36.72. That's not bad, actually.
What you see is what I got, girlie.
Interesting.
Gwen reanimates some dead octopi to reenact a hentai on this guy's face and throat. And no one bats an eye, and Ben and Grandpa don't even question it.
My ingredients!
Okay, historical artifacts, I get. Money, gold, precious things, I get. But fish? What, are you going to sell it and put it up for bid? How are you going to make money off of this? You basically just stole someone's entire stock for the week.
And I have a need for speed.
You know, nowadays with, like, those green whatever scooter things as public transport, I wouldn't question this. 2006, random Segways on a dock? Yep, That ain't right. That don't make sense. Ding, ding, ding. It's honestly shocking that Segway made it this far, considering the average weight of the adolescent Petrosapien. Ben is so trash, he literally threw himself away. I'm sorry. It had to be said, or someone would have said it worse. Okay, I was just about to question how a Segway could chase down a lorry at highway speeds, but now I'm more interested in how a Petrosapien can chase down a lorry at highway speeds while on foot. Ben goes from reenacting one scene from Spider-Man 1 and then into reenacting a scene from Spider-Man 2. Oh, so the lorry they stole was full of lobster. Okay, how much does lobster... Oh. $35 to $120 per pound. And they stole an entire lorry full. I'd say, at best, 5 digits. If you're lucky, 6.
Sure thing. I grew this myself. Make sure you come back for seconds, sweetie. Plenty more where that came from.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm starting to think this cafeteria lady is a complete psycho. Somehow even more so than the actual psycho ghost cafeteria lady from Danny Phantom.
Charmcaster's Book of Spells.
Again, how do you not feel a book, a hard-covered book, with sharp corners in your sleeve?
Yo, princess! So what you got there? You've been holding out on us.
What do you think it is? Drugs? It's a fucking book. It's not like cut out where there's something in it. Well, you want that little kush? That little sparkle charcoal? Fuck's wrong with you, crackhead?
You got guts, girl. I'll give you that. Now quit stalling and give it to me.
Let me ask you all. Does this character, this punk, really seem like she'd give a shit about some book? I didn't think so. Be our guest, put our service to the test, tie a napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we'll provide the rest. Soup du jour.
I mean, weirder than normal?
Now, just because she wants to follow in her grandfather's culinary footsteps...
Culinary footsteps. You literally try to get your grandkids to eat worms. Twice. You literally lift up the log and slurp them down. At least with Gwen, you can actually eat the seafood, as weird as it is. But also, you know, she's been attacking people and using magic. But I guess as long as he gets a good meal out of it, Grandpa Max don't give a single fuck.
Wow, those must have been expensive.
Not really. I sweet-talked them into giving me a deal.
Grandpa Max is confused at how Gwen paid for the sea urchin eggs despite knowing her father, his son, is a lawyer. I wonder what the legality is for parking your RV on the boardwalk and not in the parking lot. Apparently, only Gwen as Charmcaster and Crab in UAF have ever thought to, you know, grab his arm and stop him from using the Omnitrix right then and there. Granted, Vilgax didn't really need it because he could time him out whenever, but... I mean, why doesn't Ben's other enemies do that? Just grab his wrist and keep him from pressing the button.
At least I can stop being all nice and sweet. It was making me sick.
Remember your dad, Hope? How he sacrificed his life for you so that you and Uncle Hex can get out of Ledger Domain and escape Adwaita? No? You think he was sick of being good?
I was just lucky you have a magical aura, or none of my spells would have worked.
Okay, yes, Ben and Gwen are descendants of an Anodite, but didn't Verdona say that unless you have a spark, you can't really tap into magic? Granted, Ben 10,000 did it in that Ultimate Ben 10 timeline, but I don't know. Future gets rewritten so many times that the Celestial Sapiens are just messing with us.
I'm the real sorceress, remember?
Alright, they dubbed over something. But why? They said the word witch in the beginning of the episode. Why would any parent confuse that for the word bitch? Especially if they're trying to pay attention. And again, parents are oversensitive to the point where they mistake a tentacle and tentacruel episode of Pokemon for a 9/11 attack. Or believe that the whole series is satanic just because some boozed up televangelist says so. We all know this magic soup is boosh when we saw you just randomly cast it in the beginning of the episode.
I'm trying! Which way do you turn this thingy?
Press the button, pop it up, turn the ticker, select a thing, slam it down, poof, you're changed. Damn! Charmcaster just took an iron ball to the face. If she weren't an elf right now, she'd probably be dead.